can't make yourself move.
Woo! We gonna find a way to do that a whole lot better without me having to crawl on the floor and getting all that situated.
Did y'all hear how he so sitting down? He was like, "Ah, my buttocks! Oh, good golly!"
I had to get my life together.
No, same here. I'll be honest with you. Start.
There we go. Hold on.
You start moving furniture.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. I think that sounded a little decent.
Mic check 1 2 5 4 5 4 7 8 9. That sound like a phone number.
Yeah, I was like, you sound good. I was just floored by that mic check. Honestly.
Sorry, because you said mic check 1 2, so I was like, you know what, it'll be different, and it didn't work out. Sometimes you should just fall in line, as they say. This is so tight. Your US belt is still spinning, man. I am hating because my old Walmart one, it would have been on.
Well, mine is just goated.
I understand. One day,
$250.
Y'all hear that? I'm gonna level up and be out. I'm gonna have them. I don't know what I would get. Cause a part of me likes the new championships, but they all kind of the same. But I don't know. I might get the big gold world heavyweight championship. Walk around looking like 2003 Triple H, man. Shave my beard, grow my hair out a little bit, give me a little entourage. Be straight.
I do like the entourage idea, though. Idea.
Revolution. Revolution is a mystery. What a change that no one sees. Sorry.
I ain't gonna hurt you. I ain't gonna hurt you.
This man, he said, I ain't gonna hurt you this time, but you hit one of them notes again, man. I promise you, it's gonna be.
That would make it seem like I'm just like this bully, but in actuality,
man, we got this man on 4K bully. He literally bullied me into the result of this year. I'll tell y'all this very fact. I have been to 4 wrestling events this year. Now, to think of like a good 10 years ago, since the last time I saw one, never went to one. A SmackDown, Raw, none of them. A main event, Superstars, nothing. But until this man, why don't you go? You got a car, you got a job, and you a grown man. Why you can't go to them shows? You always want to watch a movie. So I'm like, you know what? I'm sick of getting bullied. Now look at it. We went to SmackDown, Survivor Series, back to Raw, SmackDown, NXT. And then he had the audacity and the mitigated gall to drag me by my feet to an AEW Dynamite show. We went on November 27th, was that? Day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, day before Thanksgiving.
And AEW Dynamite. That was an experience. I'm sorry.
No, keep going,
I was trying to practice one of my segues. But yeah, it was a experience nonetheless. I will say, I'm gonna say this with my full honest truth. I'm gonna try to. One of my New Year's resolutions is to be more, harsh with the truth, because I feel like I've been accused of being soft, and I'll take it. Some of it is a bit true. Maybe I am a bit soft, but that's the thing. We finna be just like the opposite of cereal that's been sitting in milk for hours. Because that's soft. That's not going to be me no more. We finna be the cereal before you put the milk in there. But I digress. AEW Dynamite, it was, I'll put it like this. The crowd, the atmosphere, everything made the show better than what the show actually was, in my opinion. And don't get me wrong. I didn't regret going. It was a couple matches that made me want to run to the bathroom. So, and he can't say that either because he went there too. The long line.
Whoa, time out. Pause. Let's do a pause here.
Wait a minute.
Let's do a pause here.
I
gotta throw that out there.
Wait, how was this?
Man,
It's just, all I said was the man went to the bathroom. I mean, I don't know what you did when you got there. I know I, just went to the bathroom. I wanted to stretch my legs, and the restroom was the quickest place. So whatever he's insinuating,
whatever you actually said, that's what it was.
all I said was I went to the bathroom with a row of people went with us when Chris Jericho was, out there doing his thing with.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you lied yet.
Look at that. We ain't lying. Yeah, I don't know. Cause see, the thing is, I feel like he expected this from me, and I hate to meet people's expectations.
Well, speaking of people's expectations, I'm hoping we always meet Justice's expectations. The boss Justice slides through. What's good, fellas? Also says forcibly dragged by your feet. That sounds like abduction.
I mean, it's kind of funny because, to be honest, I'm the one that drove, so I guess.
Yeah, right.
And that's what made it worse. I had to go fight with this gangster Chicago traffic, all just to see what I had to see. I had to see Mercedes Moné and Camille break up in the most anticlimactic fashion I ever saw. I mean, granted, they could have just stole from Mariah May and Tony Storm.
Wait. We're not getting into it yet.
You're right. I'm sorry. That's how angry it made me, though. But yeah, I'm sorry. Let me calm down because seeing it live in person and being
this
vindicated.
Man had the time of his life. This man don't. Even though 90% of what this man said was negative, he had the time of his life at this AEW event, Thanksgiving Eve.
This is true. You're not lying. I actually have never had that much fun. But see, that's the crazy part about it. You see how much negativity I spewed out, but I still was sitting there. I was in tears laughing so hard. But that's the thing. That was nothing from like the actual what they've done in the ring or any promo. No, nothing. That was from the people that also bought a ticket to be there as well. It was the crowd itself gave me the worst. The crowd made it the price of admission to me.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Like I'm not trying to say it was just dog water, boo boo, but it wasn't it was like Kool-Aid with no sugar. I mean. Take that for how you.
That's how it was. Honestly, like I said, Devin hasn't lied yet. Going back, thinking about this event, like we're not gonna get into the matches just yet because look, this was just awesome in itself. But this AEW event, first off, I don't want to steal from Circle of Debate. From the Notorious Dom, man. The Notorious Dom.
They gonna steal.
Because I know the beef between him and Tony Khan is real. But man,
I don't blame him.
Before Thanksgiving, the day before Thanksgiving, if I had to hit somebody with an apron pile driver onto a pile of chairs waiting on the outside ring, it would be Tony Khan. Because let me tell y'all something. Me and Devin bought these tickets. Now, usually Ticketmaster, Vivid Seats, wherever you buy them from, you guys see the commercial. The commercial, if you watch YouTube, we tell you whether your seating has limited viewing. He's like, what if I want a ticket by the pole? Buy them. And he's like, okay, sure. Like I was like, duh. But ours didn't have anything like that. We sat literally right behind where the heels enter out. Yeah. So heels are baby. Left hand side. So I want to say that's the heels.
I think so.
Yeah, I want to say it's the heels, but I could be wrong. So happily correct me. But yeah, so we were sitting on that side. We could see everything, but we can't see the Titantron. We're expecting Tony Khan. We're in this arena, obviously in NBA arenas, NHL, hockey, any type of arena. You still got the huge outside of the Titantron. You have the Jumbotron that's supposed to be showing you graphics and all that. All it had was Thanksgiving Eve. It only popped up when the TV was on. When they were going to commercial, when there was a match playing, when there was any type of backstage segment going on, nobody on that side of the arena that bought tickets were able to see what happened. All the backstage segments everything that happened outside of what happened in the ring, we weren't able to see. Tony Khan, you a hoe.
And see, the thing is, what made me the most upset about this is, as I alluded to earlier, how I went to a Raw, SmackDown, NXT, all them shows. Even the Raw show, it told me on the ticket that my view may be obscured. But guess what? I was sitting behind the screen. And I kid you not, when The Rock was out there whooping Cody in the ring, I saw every bit of it. I saw every piece of it. And my thing is, why I couldn't do that at AEW show? There is no reason that other people in the crowd got to pull up YouTube TV, however they get TV, on their phone so we can see the segment. Why would I pay to come in there if I can't even see it? I mean, granted, look, if you was gonna tell me my view would be obscured, cool, we probably wouldn't be complaining. But yet you didn't say that. But the fact that I went to a show that told me I might not be able to see, but they still made sure I was able to see. Come on now. You see what I'm saying? And I mean, you know what? And you was right. See, I had fun, but see, it was the crowd that made me have fun, not the actual show. See, you know, he done pulled it out of me now. I'm ready to tear it to you, Tony. It don't make sense.
Not Tony.
I had never been so just what's the word? Inconvenience ever in my life at a wrestling show. And I've been going to wrestling shows ever since 2007 or 6.
Oh, well, okay. Let's time out. We gotta put an asterisk there, though.
What, being inconvenienced?
Yeah, no, we're talking about your wrestling show take, the wrestling show part.
What you mean?
Like, you have been going to live, but like in terms of like broadcast.
Okay, you got a point. But I never felt okay. You know what? There was.
Well, you have felt that way though. You definitely have felt that way.
You're right. There was one time I was very inconvenienced. Very.
Yeah, that one I can't be mad at. You was very inconvenienced for. That one I can't. I ain't gonna push back on at all. Yeah, Justin also said. He says, I believe it has come to that time to use your bullshit Tony Khan card. Honestly, I hope I did down justice with that because god damn it, I was hot. All of us were hot. You know, there were some kids. You know what, Devin? We can say this. I'm gonna say it for us.
There was.
I'm gonna say it for us. They weren't kids. They were younger than us.
Gotcha.
We were sitting next to some guys that when Devin pulled into the parking lot, they were black men, dread-headed black men. Let's say that this is coming from Isaiah Jackson Jr. If Isaiah Jackson Jr. was walking in a dark alley and these guys were walking in my direction, I would happily walk the other way around. If we're gonna keep it a stack.
See me not.
If we're gonna keep it a bean.
We ain't running.
Yeah, damn it, I ain't running. You just gonna take my phone. You just gonna take my wallet.
That's right.
You gonna take my shoes.
Then I'm gonna take it right back.
They're gonna be like, give me your Roman Reigns jacket too. Or you ain't gonna do that to me. Look, I'll show.
Look, that's what
I'll show you.
I'll show you.
You gonna rob who? Yes, you gonna try to go at everybody. That's what it is.
So I dislike this guy sometimes, but I'm sorry. Continue.
But again, outside of the exaggeration, yeah, these guys they look crazy. They look absolutely crazy. So I'm like, we're in Chicago, and then for some weird coincidence, we just happen to sit right next to these guys. These guys, and I call them kids because they were younger than us. And me and Devin were 26, Devin's 30.
I'm about 48.
But these guys were the funniest human beings alive, and this goes back to what Devin said as we're getting to talk about the show. I'm not trying to navigate or nothing, but it was just we had to let that flow. We had to get the what happened beforehand before we backtrack. But the kids there made it 10 times better. These guys were absolutely hilarious, and you could hear them.
I was in
the broadcast. And I mean, Devin, if you want to kick it off, because I mean, you were just a big bowl of rage to start this whole thing off.
Well, I mean, because that's the thing. It's just like I said, it was sad that the show itself isn't what entertained me. It was the people we were sitting with, like who would have thought? Who would have thunk? But no, I'm telling you, it would be just like the most basic thing happening. Somebody just locked up, and Irish whip drop down. And the guy to the very right would be, yeah, there you go, Irish Whipple, yeah, and it's just like, okay, I mean, that's cool, but like, it's just the fact that I had to find some liveliness and some type of energy from people that's not even a part of the show. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm not saying that when I go to WWE, I'm just screaming, taking my shirt off or whatever. You know, I feel thoroughly entertained. I'm not sitting there going like, yo, what's going on? Oh shoot, let me pull out my YouTube, you know, something to see what's going on backstage. It just didn't make sense. And then sometimes you would kind of just sit there and I'm like, well, I don't want to make noise because I feel like somebody else might hear me. I feel like if I nudge him and say, hey, you know what time it is, they're going to pick that up on the broadcast.
What?
I ain't trying to be mean. I'm just trying to be for real. It was kind of quiet enough. Well, maybe that's why Buddy was like, yeah, you know, trying to make the noise. But yeah, I don't look, man. It's like I don't regret going. It was kind of what I expected. And I hate when my expectations are met, to be honest.
No, I think I can agree with that as well. Justin also chimes in. Justin says, so would you say they were the hiding in the alley waiting to give Tony the goods, but would also jump you at any chance beforehand kind of guys? Yeah.
Pretty much.
They were the kind of guys that were with Big Swole, you know, having Tony Khan smoke their weed and all that. They were with them. He also says, never thought there was those kinds of so-called fans that will mark out that much for an Irish whip. And look.
I'm telling you. Like tables.
I gotta tell you something. Because we got to give credit where credit is due. Usually when I say a take that's not mine, I got to give credit where credit is due. We listen to a lot of Jim Cornette here. Jim Cornette said right out the gate that AEW fans that are there don't care. Like he'll explain the whole thing like, oh, this match went on. Chris Jericho took on Tomohiro Ishii. I'm not going to do it. But he's like, he took on them two and then they fought and nobody gave a crap. You know, everybody was just sitting there on their hands and they entertained themselves. AEW fans entertain themselves. That's true. That is true. I've never sat through. I was hyped for Claudio Castagnoli versus Ricochet. I was like, yo, this is gonna be dope. I'm rooting for Ricochet. You got the bums on the other side. I didn't mean to point across. No. Well, you know, you got the bums. It's like you got the bums on the other side, going for Claudio Castagnoli. And people are chanting for the people that are bald in the ring. They're just doing random ball chants. Like, you know, like I never thought that I knew AEW fans were interesting, but when somebody said that they entertain themselves and they really don't care about what's going on, like they don't take it seriously. I mean, that is so true. That's so true.
And see, what's crazy is that is pretty much how I led into this. I'm saying that the people around us that also paid for admission were the better part of the show, not the show itself. If I go to watch a movie, I don't want to walk away from Spider-Man. I'm about to go home, whatever the sequel's going to be called, and come back and go, you know, the movie was kind of trash, but the guy next to me was, you know, pretty funny the whole time. Because if that's the case, I might as well just be his friend and not have to go pay the movie. I could just hang out with Buddy. He funny. Screw the movie. With them guys, if they was funny, they entertained me more than Chris Jericho versus Tomohiro Ishii. That entire match. The one guy, I will try to quote him. He said, I've seen better fights in the bathroom than what I'm seeing in the ring. And
should they tell you how crazy those guys are? I've seen better fights in the bathroom. You know what they have to see, man? Criminals.
You know, like what kind of, you know, extreme fights you're seeing in the bathroom. You know, but that's my point. The point that he can even say something like that. And I can sit there watching the match and agree. Yeah. So the crowd itself is way more entertained than what the heck you watching in the ring. It's just, it's astounding.
We can tell you guys something, and we can give you guys all the insights into that wrestling event in totality, like just the inside scoop of it. Like for example, that Chris Jericho Tomohiro Ishii match. Me and Devin went to the bathroom, came back, and they were still chopping each other. It was like, come on now, like, you know, like we I don't know, like this is stupid.
I was literally coming out the bathroom, all I hear same motion.
Yeah. On top of that, the bathroom was crowded. The bathroom was full.
The bathroom was drawing numbers.
Bathroom was drawing
numbers.
Let
me tell you, the bathroom booked the bathroom for All In next year because the bathroom was popping. Pause. I'm talking about the people that was lined up to go to that thing. It was jam-packed. You never seen anything like it. They ran out of toilets. It was so many people. You know, they had to actually wheel in dollies of toilet paper because so many people came in there. They ran out of hand soap. It was people being dirty, going, you know what? I usually don't wash my hands anyway. It was popping, but it was way better than what they were doing in the ring, is what I'm trying to say. The bathroom drew more numbers than Chris Jericho, your current Ring of Honor world champion. May I add?
It was
Terrible.
It was miserable. I mean, the superplex that they hit, that got a huge pop on our side. Not because it was an amazing, not because that was the first bump that was took from any competitor in that match. Because the people on our side was keeping count. That's one. Oh, that's one. Tomohiro Ishii goes down. Oh, that's two.
I don't mean
that's two.
And speaking of count, I don't mean to cut you off. Do you remember when whoever, because every match was outlawed, it didn't matter. It would be like a whole lot of commotion going on outside the ring, and it would be the one guy going like, "What, dude? He's doing the referee job. The referee just standing there, just 3." And it's like, how this man that don't even work for wrestling is counting, knowing what to do, and you a referee, and you just standing there with your hands in your pocket, looking like what's his name? The coach for the Lakers that they let go. Yeah, you see him looking like Darvin Ham. You see, I didn't let him go out my head. I ain't gonna throw JJ Redick under the bus yet. But yeah, it made no sense. It made no sense.
We can get into that a whole nother day. But it's like Justin also says AEW quote unquote fans are also strange because they hate being called AEW sickos, but that's what Tony Khan has christened them. Yeah, see, that's the problem.
He sure did. He said he does it for the sickos, so
he does it for the sickos.
The sickos, they hate watching TV.
I can tell you guys the exact moment when people started. Like, Hangman Page came out, he talked for a little bit. Jay White, Bang Bang came through, he started talking for a little bit. And then as they started getting jumped by the Death Riders, as they started getting jumped by the Death Riders, there wasn't even anybody booing. We were just kind of just sitting there like, okay. Marina Shafir chokes out Jay White. We're just like, okay, this is taking forever. As soon as they choke him out and then proceed to stomp him out again, everybody's like, oh my God, like, get out of the fucking ring.
Because why we stomping out somebody that's unconscious?
He already did. What are we doing here? Like,
with security.
And I'm glad, like, because usually when I'm home, I think that. When I'm at home, when I'm watching this, I think that too. So AEW fans, I gotta agree with Justin, quote unquote fans, because if I'm Tony Khan, I don't want anybody that was sitting in our section. I don't want us to come back ever again. If I'm gonna be honest, like I would never want us to come back ever again because you guys, including Devin, treated my show like a joke.
Yep.
And so if I'm Tony Khan, I don't want that whole section. Matter of fact, I'm glad y'all ain't see shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I ain't turn on that Jumbotron.
The thing is, on the other side of that, I was sitting there hearing everybody saying like, "Oh, same old." I was hoping Tony Khan heard every piece of that. I was hoping he hear every time they say this is awesome. Did you hear that "We can't see" chant? Did you hear any of that? Just you always want to talk about all the good stuff. Talk about some of that bad stuff, man, because that's just how life is. It's sun and daylight. It's daylight and night. Quit acting like you can't see the nighttime, Tony.
It was absolutely pitiful. It was fun, like you said. The fans made it a whole lot of fun. I feel like we were kind of dead after that Darby. Like when Darby Allin and Brody King started coming out, we were just ready to go home. I feel like nobody really cared about the main event because people gas themselves out at an AEW match, at an AEW event. Like you think the wrestlers are in there flipping and doing all the work there? No. AEW fans are entertaining themselves, trying to have a good time there. They're wearing themselves out before the main event even starts. Like honestly, and like I said, if I'm Tony Khan, man, screw you guys. Like you guys are the last fans I will want at my spot, and I think that's straight up. Honestly, I gotta throw my nose real fast.
But see, that's the thing. If you want to say screw us, then that's gonna be a good half of that section of the arena that you're gonna have to tarp off anyway. There, because that's the thing. See, all you had to do was put up the live footage from your television onto the Titantron or something. It don't make sense. The Allstate Arena got even a smaller screen, and I still was able to see everything. Like all I'm saying is, it don't make sense. It don't make a lick of sense. It don't make sense that I gotta sit up here and not really need to go to the back. Test that out. Oh, there we go. I think so. Long as Dwayne, sometimes The Rock Johnson don't pop in. It doesn't matter what your name. And I'm like, man, shut up. Moana 1, 2, and 3, whatever. That's what you was coming out to promote. Good for you. I'm still not gonna watch it. Just like ain't nobody gonna watch Red 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Black Adam. They had to restart the whole DC universe all because of him with that Black Adam. Took him almost 10 years to play that character, and now nobody really cares. Let me stop. But this thing I know, I get rock bottom through the table and stuff. You know, I turn into Cody back on Raw. You know, it's a actual thing I could see on the television there, on the screen there when I pay for my admission. But I'm gonna let it go eventually.
Sorry about that audio there.
Sorry, I just been spitballing.
Circle of debate. There's gotta be Ivan, the devious one. What's good, my familia? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you too, my brother. We was just climbing on AEW.
Like usual.
The usual.
And for good reason though, because they put on a very I don't know what to call that show. It was entertaining, but it wasn't because of the show. I say that.
Not miserable.
All embarrassing wrestling.
All embarrassing wrestling is insane. Well, at least we know that you can, voice your hatred willingly. And now that going to an event, you see what it's like.
I ain't going back to no more, Tony. I wouldn't want.
No.
I ain't going back. I ain't going back. Like some will be all dramatic and stuff like no. And be pulling and stuff when I'm going in. They pulling me through the security thing. I'm putting like all type of keys in my pocket just to make the metal detector go off, just to hold up the whole show. Because Tony Khan don't care about me
so easily. Now let me tell you guys something. We walked in. Devin was like, "Oh look, oh you should have seen Devin's eyes, man.
Oh, man.
We saw how close we were." I was like, "Devin, I promise you, this is AEW." I was like, "We ain't gonna be sitting at the tippity top." I'm like, we gonna have some nice seats." We go walked in there. Devin was like, "Oh, okay, Tony." Then the Jumbotron didn't work. That's when everything got shut down.
And then the rest of the show went on.
And then the rest of the show ended. But I promise you, as soon as we walked in, Devin was like, "Oh, these seats nice. These seats nice." Ricochet almost blinded us. Ricochet and Claudio blinded us with their baldness.
And the referee.
And the
cameraman.
And the man
in front of me.
They
were even popping for a guy in the crowd taking off his hat, and guess what? He's bald.
Yeah, that was
really.
That's also what happened. Yeah, during a Ricochet and Claudio match, these are the two most athletically gifted wrestlers of our time. I'm not saying they're the best wrestlers, but athletically gifted they are. And we over here just crapping all over it for two bald guys literally hugging in the crowd. Like one guy literally walked from his side of the seat, the other guy walked from their side, and literally the crowd, they're walking up to each other. They meet up like on a Ricochet and Claudio match. Like, come on now. I'll tell you one thing though. One on our side at least. The only match that everybody sat there from beginning to end that I thought they paid attention to throughout was Jamie Hayter and Queen
Amanada.
Because number one, hey, shout out to Queen Amanada. Look. I usually don't do look.
That's the case there. If it's one last shout out.
Look, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. Devin know this. Look, I usually don't dabble in the flavor of the dark chocolate, but your brother always can, But
it was a very after a very great competitive match that they put on.
Oh yeah.
I really thought like anybody could take it. At that point, I personally thought Jamie Hayter was gonna win anyway because it's Jamie Hayter.
Because you wanted to, yes.
Yeah, because you want her to build up that momentum. Because we trying to get back to what we never lost in the first place.
Man.
I'm gonna be her manager. Forget this man. You see how he turned on you? Do you see how he turned on you, Jamie? He did all that for 2 years playing the Careless Whisper, and here he go, Queen Amanada. Yeah.
No.
You don't need nobody that's gonna sweep. You see how I've been solid for Liv Morgan all this time? That's what you need. Not somebody that's gonna flip flop on you at the last second.
That's
like this guy. He was there in person and didn't even cheer you on.
That's a lie.
So that should tell you something.
Y'all should have heard this man NXT reviews. Y'all remember he used to review NXT? He seen everybody before. He saw Lola Vice before me. You see, and huge shout out to Lola Vice. Huge shout out to Lola Vice.
Couldn't help it.
Huge shout out to Justin too. Justin said, "Just go Ultra Instinct and instant transmission out of there. If you ever got to go back to the show, if the show is awful."
See, this is why we need Justin, man. 'Cause exactly.
He also says, "Queen Aminata respectfully." And shout out to Justin. I know Justin. Look, I know Justin dabble in the dark chocolate. Look, I wouldn't be shocked. One of those like high school photos, like if I got a prom picture of Justin, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be shocked.
You
I
know,
wouldn't be shocked. Come on, don't do this.
I was trying to pad on. Justin is he that guy. I get paused. I get too many, for my comments.
It's like we pull up Justin. That's like the fade. He has a Travis Kelce fade. It's like
Look, man.
He's like, oh, Justin was messing with Queen Aminata. That's what it was.
There's a reason we call Justin the boss. Is all I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah, of course. Justin's always the boss. Look, I don't care what race, religion, non-binary. I don't care what you are. You gonna mess with Justin regardless.
Regardless, man.
Justin's a dog. The devious one, Ivan, Notorious Don. I mean, Circle of Debate just has a cast that is just on Pepsi Fiddle. I mean, they just have a cast that's just so unreal. I'm spacing on, and Justin, please help me out. There's another man, Caucasian. He's not from. I believe he is from Jersey, or he's from your side of the.
I thought we were the
West
police
Coast.
trying to describe somebody.
I am describing somebody. Yeah,
Caucasian.
It was a
Height
guy
6'6".
It was a guy that. It was the last time I was on Circle of Debate. He was on there as well. I'm spacing on his name. I apologize to you, Justin, but I want to give him love too because he was also really dope.
Just like he did Jamie Hader. Like it ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new.
No, not Just. Shout out, huge shout out from Just from Get Yo as well. Just is up from our side of town. Actually, we got to link up with Just as soon as we get the Wi-Fi set up. We're linking up with Just, but it's somebody else. He's not a big dude. He's like
It's like me when we would do them trivias with the book. I'd be like, I promise you, I know who that is.
Yeah, it's like I know who you are. It's like I just spacing on your name. I apologize. And I'm gonna go back and find you, and I'm gonna add you as a friend, and we're gonna figure out how this is gonna work, and we're gonna have a conversation. But AEW though, honestly, yeah, that was the match that I feel like everybody watched through and through. There is something a little off with Jamie Hader. I gotta admit that. Like, it's just not clicking.
Oh, we know. You see how he was so quick to just be, oh yeah, her opponent was just so much more impressive than her. But I thought the Shelton Benjamin and
oh yeah,
I thought that was, I guess I was still trying to test it out.
I wouldn't say match of the night because I mean they did what they were supposed to do.
But the segment of the night was Mercedes Moné and Camille.
Why? Because you blinked and it ended?
Yup. That's exactly why. Because she came out talking, everybody was booing. I'm like, I don't know what she's saying. So it is what it is. And then Camille, I thought Camille was somebody else, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And then once I seen her walk off, I was like, that was her. It's just, I don't know. I thought she would have, smacked her in the back of the head. Something. Hit her with anything. I don't know. Hit her with the microphone. Do something. Don't just say, you can't. She quit like she worked at Costco or something. You can't fire me because I quit. And then that's it. You could have did some real, like, your arm in the cash. Do that from Hobbs on Fast and Furious 4, 5, whatever which one it was. Just really. Why am I thinking of this stuff right now? You mean to tell me somebody back there thought that was the best y'all could think of? Why she didn't turn on her at full gear? Why you wait till the week after?
Well, her arm was hurt.
That's what I'm saying, though. You could still find a way. And it's supposed to be, that's why I'm like, it could have been the coldest thing. She ended up, in the cash. Man, you know what? I'm sick of you. Boom. Break the cast. I know that sounds whatever. But if she's supposed to be the powerhouse, it should make sense.
Is she?
In terms of compared to Mercedes, yeah, she should be able to fold her like a lawn chair. Like, that's all I'm trying to say. So for her to just sit up there and say, you can't fire me, I quit, and just walked off like, all right. No.
Just imagine WWE doing the same thing to Raquel Rodriguez. They're treating Raquel Rodriguez like dirt. Every time Liv Morgan's about to get her ass beat by Rhea Ripley, it's Raquel Rodriguez that's just getting thrown away like trash. And then Liv Morgan comes out and Raquel Rodriguez is like, are you stupid or are you dumb? You can't fire me. I quit. Okay, what you gonna do now? Like, who you fighting next? I don't care. You haven't shown me anything besides you get hurt a lot. I'm expecting NJ to choke you out. If I'm be honest at this point. Like, They haven't really done anything to improve. But even with that, the only thing that threw me off was she said that, I quit. She leaves. You don't hear Mercedes Moné, at least in the arena. You don't hear Mercedes Moné on camera. All you hear is just a scream of, what? What?
What are they selling?
What are they selling? Yeah. Like, she says, what? What? And then the arena just goes to dark. And we're like, that's it? Like, we're just like, that was it? We didn't even see it. We didn't even get a chance to see it because, our view was limited. But, we didn't get told that.
Not even that. What was that with the Adam Cole when he was out there screaming about MJF and then
we didn't get to see that. We didn't get a chance to see that.
No, we didn't get to see MJF playing the piano. I had to go later on and see that just to be curious of what was he doing during that promo on the screen. But I'm trying to, what was that Kyle O'Reilly that came out?
Kyle O'Reilly.
That entire segment, as it happened, it just felt like I was watching somebody talk in a break room somewhere. Like I felt like I shouldn't have seen it. Not like it was something terrible going on, but it felt like, I put it like this: if a promo in the ring is happening, it should be grabbing me some type of way to make me be like, let me pay attention to what they're saying. It felt like I was just walking in a break room. It's two guys talking about a water cooler or something talking. And I'm just going past it. Like, I don't need to pay attention, but I acknowledge that they're talking. That's exactly how I felt about that segment. And when everybody left the ring, it was just like, all right, I guess that's it, guys.
I didn't give a damn about that segment. As soon as MJF started talking, and
it didn't give me a reason.
I was just like, "What? I'm not gonna listen to MJF. This ain't a podcast. I'm not gonna sit here and listen to MJF talk to these dudes. Like, nah, bro. If Tony Khan made sure that what was on that screen wasn't worthy of our attention, so I didn't care. I didn't care at all.
I didn't give up.
No, it was like it was what it was. Justin also said, Justin slides through. He says they dog Camille big time. Bet she's already wishing she had taken the NXT deal she got instead. I don't know, man. NXT's packed full of talent. She would have been mad at that deadline, man. She would have been mad at deadline.
She would have probably threw somebody through the box and stuff. Like, come on now. But it is what it is. I mean, look, who knows what we'll be 2 years from 2 years from now, a year from now. But right now, it's an audacity how they did that. And we just seen it executed perfectly with Mariah May and Toni Storm. I'm not saying you had to go beat for beat with that, but do something similar at least.
You know who I'm happy? I'm really ecstatic we got the chance to see. We got the chance to see Mina Shirakawa.
And he forgot his Mina sign, man.
Look.
Man ain't never...
My Mina sign would have got confiscated. Yeah. Look,
I probably shouldn't open that box, man.
But I mean, look, in actuality, Mina Shirakawa, man, I'm sorry. Jamie Hayter she definitely might have to step aside at this point. Because anytime Mina pop up on screen, she's like, are you ready? I'm like, look, man, you got my attention. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
There's two people on this earth that are gonna that have the ability to come on screen and just automatically mind control me. I think that's the word. There's two people, Mina Shirakawa and Sydney Sweeney. The two people. I got 3 Dr. Squatches downstairs. I don't even.
I can't. I was about to say, I agree with the latter. Then he just went on, and I'm like, 3. This man, it'd be like Booker T 3 times. 3 times. Hurt yourself.
It's just collecting dust. I was like, no, it was one day. I was like, man, I ain't never buying Dr. Squatch. That stuff expensive.
And he saw that commercial.
I saw that one commercial. She said, guys only want one thing. I was like, damn right, Dr. Squatch.
Man, he immediately reached for that wallet and was like, all right.
But we done talking about them though, because they don't pay us. But we can talk about Sydney Sweeney if she can pay me whatever. But I'm sorry, Justin. Sorry, Justin. Sorry, Justin. Justin says the Cole and MJF feud is at an all-time low, to the point I call it dead in the water.
Why is it still going on?
The beginning half was amazing, but now I wish they never went back to it. He also throws in here, Mina is an unbelievable Joshi goddess. Baby, won't you? He said, "Baby, won't you come my way?" But I couldn't do the. I'm a little sickly. I couldn't.
Baby, won't you come my way? Oh yeah, I can't.
Well, you had me in the first half. I was gonna hit it too, but I could. I just can't. We get what?
I could just.
Like just we just throw like tomatoes at you. It's like my dog's barking downstairs. It's like what happened?
I'm telling you, and look what I done started.
My dad's like, dang, my windows been cracked downstairs. I don't know what happened. I'm like, look, man. I'm like, never read this text, and he's just like, but look, honestly, yeah, Mina Shirakawa just like Mina Shirakawa and Mariah May. It's just different because
Respectfully.
usually I'll be like, okay, they're there for one thing and yada yada yada. You know how the Liv Morgan thing. You know, like guys love Liv Morgan, but in actuality, you remember the take that I had. I don't agree with it now. You know, my take is different.
Transformed.
Yeah, my tone has changed against Liv Morgan. I still don't like it, but my tone has changed. But Mina Shirakawa and Mariah May,
Mariah May.
both of them, I love their work. I love what they do. They can wrestle. They can talk. Mina Shirakawa can talk somewhat. I'm not trying to be like that, but like, look, man, their match. I got like 12 things that's just like popping in my head, and I'm just like, you know what? No. I'm like swiping over like the responses I got in my head. Like, nope. You're on YouTube busy. Nope. But look, let me tell y'all something. Your boy gonna watch that match and knock out afterwards.
Dang, y'all hear that? He gonna take some NyQuil before he watch the match. Y'all see what I'm saying? My point still being, he goes to the bathroom when there's women's wrestling.
No, I said that's why watch the match.
That's why when he had these criticisms of like Liv Morgan, they come from a place of just hatred, and I just don't, give a darn.
Well, but that's the thing though. But here's the thing. You said I go to the bathroom when there's women matches on. For this match, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. No,
you see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I gotta deal with?
I'm done.
It is
respectfully.
You see what all I told us earlier, all I said was, we all went to the bathroom. Boss! How dare you tell someone I went to the bathroom? Disgusting! I'd never do such a thing. You know I always go to the alley. What's wrong with you? You know I go behind the bush, behind my neighbor's house. A bathroom? Ew! Wash my hands. Hell no!
Never!
I am going to touch the doorknob the way I came in, with the same germs, and
Look, man.
I don't want this to get cut in somebody.
And how come we can't be like Justin, man? Because even Justin comes through. Mina and Mariah together is enough to put a grown man in a coma respectfully. Izzy just flat out flabbergasted. Believe me, I'm with you. Look, man. Let me tell y'all something. Mina and I won't be able to take this match. I won't be able to take this match at all. Look, can we all just pray before the match start? Can we do like a prayer first?
We ain't do that at WrestleMania 40.
Because this match happen. You know what? This gonna be my last messed up thing I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna stop. Get this. And then I'm gonna stop. Okay. Should I say it? Should I say it?
I don't even know, man. See,
you think this match should have happened in WWE? I'd say about 2004-ish. Like.
Wow. I mean, there's other ways to go about that. I mean, here you are. That's how you dad drill Leah take. And I quote, he said, we had somebody who's clearly not ready. She is taking women's wrestling back to the 20. What was you said? I think it was even more egregious because 10 years from that point was 2021 or 22. So we talking 2011. It was actually, it was pretty somewhat.
Stop it.
See, people like him wasn't watching. See, that's the thing. See, he'll sit up here and disrespect people like Melina, Mickey James, Michelle McCool. I'm talking 2011. E. Torres.
What year? Give me a year. 2010,
2011. I like 2011.
Roster 2011.
That was the pipe bomb year when everybody went on strike on Triple H, and he was like, "You guys could kiss me."
Ooh, just right off the gate, AJ Lee. You got me.
You see what I'm saying? He wasn't watching. He wasn't watching. That was early AJ Lee. That was before she was
before she was psycho.
Before she was really a psycho.
Look, man, I love me some AJ Lee. You lose me in Oksana though.
Look, there was some,
This is Beth Phoenix when she's about to be, watered down.
See, Natalia was around out there.
Eden Styles. No, it's playing. That's Brandy. Brandy Rose. I ain't nobody. Nobody. I'm not even like that. But Gail Kim, she can wrestle. I like Gail Kim. But I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Kelly, you consider Kelly good? I'll give you Layla.
I was a fan of Layla. Lay Cool, I'm telling you, they was doing damage on SmackDown, man. But that's what I'm saying. So when he made that comment, that's like what he just said just now, that this match should happen in 2004. I mean, dang, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I could. That hurt. That hurt. If but granted though, they women's division is doing what? You know what I mean? You got Mercedes as the TBS champion, and look on space. I can't.
It's struggling. It's struggling mightily. Justin also says, everyone, take a cold shower before Dynamite on Wednesday. That's a fact. That's a fact. We're gonna do more than take over. But he also says, fun fact.
There we go.
I ain't reading that, Justin.
Wow.
I
want to see.
Justin, I ain't reading that. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna read it because I'm gonna do research. That's what I'm gonna do. Matter of fact, Justin, here, you're gonna get a close up on me. Let's do some research. Read that to him, Devin.
The boss, Justin, he says that fun fact, Aaliyah is a champion. Sorry, I had to clear my throat.
Right, it's funny, right? It's funny.
No, I had to. I was. Justin says, fun fact, Aaliyah is a champion on the Indies right now. Take that, you hating piece of outside Sunday trash. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't say all that. But I'm not saying that the boss is false on this because I would never, discredit that. So that's why I'm this man it's taking a while to pull up these records. I feel like we on the episode of SpongeBob when he was like, "We gotta find it." I think we got our answer here.
Let me put the microphone with me.
We got our answer here.
No. Here's what pisses me off about this. Hold on.
It's a championship that I have.
Let me see. I gotta see if the audio changed on me because I really have to let this be known. Okay, here you go. We're good. You ready, Devin?
Pretty much, yeah.
It's gonna be this one sentence right here. It's gonna be one part that is gonna piss me off. On November 11th, 2024, I do not know how to pronounce her name, but she defeated Tiffany Nevis to become Destiny Women's Champion. On November 11th, she wrestled Zeta Steel in a match for Destiny Wrestling. That was her debut on October 6th.
You know what, man? Life really, sometimes I feel like life really picks up a pen and it really gets to writing because you can't make this up, man. That's funny. You mean to tell me that this very woman that you sat on this very podcast, sick and disturbed, and you said she was clearly not ready for wrestling, she not good at it, she need to go be a DJ, do something else besides wrestling. And you mean to tell me that she went out there and did that, wrestle, and won? Not only won a match, but won a wrestling championship on the day that this man was born. That is poetry at its finest. Nobody could write something like that. You would never find that in any type of old classical film, cinema, as they say, because you just can't. Now, my only thing is, why Liv Morgan ain't winning championships on my birthday or something? Why he getting love on his birthday and love he ain't trying to get? I don't know. Maybe he might have actually secretly wanted that to happen. He was like, I know I hate her. I know I do. But if she... That's... I don't know. I had to get that. I voiced my astoundedment. So, yeah.
It's cool. I'm happy. I'm happy for her.
It's
She can hit as many running bulldogs, hurricane ranas. You know, hit as many basic generic moves that me and Devin can go out there and do. But hey, you know, a pretty face goes a long way.
She really
That's what
got
it is.
one of these, man. That's kind of. I mean, think about some people that ain't won the championship yet.
You know what? We need a Aaliyah Eve Torres dream match. Eva Marie, that's what I mean. Eva Marie, that's her name.
So he could have said
Eva Marie Aaliyah dream match. That's what we need
for the championship.
No championship. No
Main event.
Fight to the death. No, it's like
Dang, this man.
No,
Is what
no,
I'm saying.
no.
NXT Underground match. Like, come on, just take the gloves off, take the ropes off, everything.
Ivan slides through. He says, "I'm happy for Aaliyah. She's reinventing herself and developing her in ring, and developing her in-ring psychology. I'm glad she didn't give up and is continuing to grow. You know what?
Right. That's right. Because see, if she would have sat down and listened to people like this guy, she would have gave up on her dream, and it would have never happened. She would have been somewhere not feeling fulfilled in her wrestling career because of people like him. Now, granted, you know, she wasn't really the best when she was in WWE, but there's always signs she could be the next like Drew McIntyre. She come back or main event with Charlotte at WrestleMania 45. You know, just think about it. And then next thing you know, she gonna have like feud of the year with like Bianca Belair for no reason. You know, just on some Drew McIntyre type of comeback tour. And this man gonna have to eat all these. We're gonna have it all on tape too, because I'm gonna put them on hard drives, solid state drives, VHSs, Betamaxes, everything. Stones. I'm gonna tattoo it on somebody. That didn't sound right. You know, like, see, we got him to walk. He did what he do best. When you bring up women's wrestling, this is what he do. He get up out of his seat and he goes straight to the bathroom. So I mean, I ain't really surprised. That's why I'm glad Aaliyah did that accomplishment on this man's birthday. That way he'll never forget. She did it on purpose. She was like, "You'll never forget when I won this."
This man said she can be Drew back. I know you was just clowning. I'm gonna just say it right there. You don't gotta be like, "Oh, but I'm serious." No. I'm just leave it right there. I know you was just clowning. It is what it is.
Imagine she come back with a heel turn. She like run shop through like NXT. You know, she out there beating up everybody, Julia, everybody. It just don't make sense. And we'll be like, man, you remember how she was? She couldn't even do a promo back in the day.
Didn't Eva Marie try to come back too?
See, but that's the thing. It's not gonna be that way. She gonna look at that and say, "I'm not gonna."
That's different. But that's different. See, now he changing it. It's not gonna be that way though.
Because we're trying to be optimistic. That's the problem. Without any optimistic, she would have never accomplished that when she did it.
Congratulations to her. Congratulations.
Look at that.
Congratulations to her.
He felt the same way about Liv Morgan. Now look, that's why I always say it's kind of funny that it's two of them actually. They got 2 mid-card championships for the women. And guess who don't need it right now? Liv Morgan. Morgan.
You mean to tell me? Okay. What has made Liv Morgan's run much better than the last one? Tell me.
She held it longer. And she a heel. So we got it's more flexibility there. We got an entourage with us now. If we do win, we could do any type of, just underhanded stuff we want. We ain't got to sit up here and be fighting Ronda Rousey is tapping out while we pinning her at the same time and fight Shayna Baszler. And people look at us and go, why she even fighting her? She should be breaking her arm like a twig. We ain't got to deal with that no more because we can cheat now. That's why we love being heel.
But why you think you got botch finishes with Rhea Ripley, with Raquel Rodriguez?
Because look, what you wait?
When Dominic Mysterio was in that cage and Raquel Rodriguez hit Rhea Ripley too early. I want to say she hit it too early because there's no way Raquel Rodriguez is just gonna blindside Rhea Ripley with the ref just staring.
We'll see. In that moment, I would have improvised, but like, oh, shoot, the referee looking at me. I just probably stare at you, and I don't know. You're right, but I don't put that on Liv.
And if she blindsided her, why did she put Liv Morgan in the ring to pin Rhea Ripley?
I don't put that on Liv. That was Raquel just being. Look, I can't
put nothing on Liv because Liv ain't done nothing with this run. All she's been doing is running away from Rhea.
We can't win.
All she do is try.
Because if she ran up on her, ain't no reason she should be running up. But then again, last time she ran up on her, Rhea was out for a few months. So you tell me what?
You know what Liv Morgan is?
What? Every time Rhea be messing with Liv, she end up coming back looking like LeBron James in 2012. You tell me
You know
what?
who Liv Morgan is? She just a watered down John Moxley, man. The only thing she don't do is just come out in the interest way. That's all it is. I said what I said. That's how it is. And the reason why I go that far is because that's exactly what John Moxley and them boys do. They come out there, they jump on them guys. I just said that to piss you off.
I'm like, at least this is huge. This is John Moxley. This is Liv Morgan. They going different ways.
No, Liv Morgan comes out there. You see her attack whoever she's attacking. It don't matter who they fight. It don't matter what the judgment they doing. You know you're gonna hear this is my brutality come out.
Look.
Rhea Ripley gonna come out. Liv Morgan gonna run away. Outside of that, they have a match. Liv Morgan most likely is gonna cheat. She's gonna win. What has she done that has been impressive to you besides segments?
Look, this run, all right, has been way better than the last time.
Because of segments?
Hold on. I'm trying to get to it.
My bad. Sorry.
For one, I ain't gotta have to go through a promo with her with people telling her she tapped out and she ain't really got a choice, so she can't lie because that is what happened. You know what I mean? She's not a baby face. And I'm trying to actually just erase it from my mind. I'm glad she won the SmackDown Women's Championship, but after she went through that table with Ronda Rousey at Extreme Rules, we ain't thinking about it no more because we on the bigger and better things. So I mean, that's the thing. I can't win when it comes to Rhea Ripley with this man. Rhea Ripley is like Charlotte to some people with him. Then no matter what she do,
who has Liv Morgan beat?
Zelina Vega.
My bad. Let me take a step
Rhea Ripley beat Zelina Vega too. But it's no offense. I ain't trying to disrespect Zelina Vega anyway.
Well then,
but that is competition that Liv has beaten. And if you want me to pull up the match, I don't know what day it was, but I know what happened for a fact.
Well, no, I wouldn't necessarily say you have help here. Justin actually agrees with you because, well, first off, to talk about Aaliyah, he says, is he's broken right now? And he says, if that match ever happens, talk about Eva Marie versus Aaliyah, I'm behind Aaliyah 1,000,000%.
Yes, sir.
He also says, Liv has made herself a star. At this point, she's elevated herself to only be in the main event championship scene. That.
Look at that. You love to see it.
I don't know, Justin. I don't know. But here's where I was gonna fight you, Justin. Not fight you for like I was gonna fight with you.
Justin gonna put the beast spot out the drain.
No, man, Justin, man. Circle of the Bay gonna hit me with that New Day stomp, man. They gonna stomp me in the corner, turn. They gonna tag in and just come and just get.
And I'm gonna do this, man, like he did me in freshman year. I'm gonna walk right past.
And I'm gonna walk right back, man. I'm gonna scroll over, try to tag Devin. Devin gonna jump off the.
I'm gonna jump off. Kind of like
that's Devin, man. Wait, hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Excuse. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hello.
Never again. Hello.
I'm on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, you're on the microphone.
Look at my eyes.
Eyes.
What's going on?
It's kind of personal.
Is it okay if I call you back a little bit later?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, give me 1 second. Usually he's like chilling. He's like, yeah.
I thought that was Liv Morgan. I was like, yeah, you tell him.
But he says he called Liv Morgan the women's MVP of 2024. And at first I was gonna fight with you.
But there's nothing to fight.
I would put him up with Maria May. But even then, the jump that Liv Morgan took compared to the jump that Mariah May took, I'm gonna call her Mariah and Maria. I'm gonna switch off back and forth from that. But honestly, I gotta put Liv Morgan over her. So yeah, I think you might be right. I can't put the CEO over her, so
I didn't get a chance to do that, man. But I mean, I can't say it no better. I mean, look, that's why I try to erase. It was necessary. We had to have that pitiful run we had before. We was grateful for it then, but we're in a better spot right now.
Right? Yeah. And I even said so. When it comes down, gentlemen, who you got for the first ever crowned women's IC champion? And honestly, I'm sorry. And I was talking about the fighting Justin. He says, "You mean debate, Izzy?" He says, "Not fighting. Remember, we're a lover, not fighter. Only when we have to be."
And put your hands away, man.
No, that's so crazy. I read that. The way I read that as if like I even had me like by the shirt. Izzy,
He's
We,
like,
we debate over here.
okay.
We debate. He's on my legs. Like, I got my legs.
Man, flip flops for like.
Please don't give me my flip flops falling off my feet. I said, please don't do this. Circle debate, no joke, man. It's
Like I told him.
it's like, man, I'm sorry. And this is why I love circle debate because we can clown and we can, like, people are, let's be honest, people can be sensitive. And so we can sit here and clown all day. Man, that's just one thing that I really, what? Well, at least I can clown all day. Clown all day, but I don't know, man. With the women's mid card, I'm honestly really nervous to see
You already know who I got.
who you got.
Oh wait, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Never mind. It was for the United States. I got Chelsea Green.
Oh yeah, you sure did say that.
So that's my pick for the Women's United States Championship. That's on SmackDown if I'm not wrong. But for the women's on the IC, I got Dakota Kai. I got somebody you like. I'm taking Dakota Kai.
I do want Dakota Kai to win. Dakota Kai was going to be my go-to just because mainly I just don't think she is going to get over that hump, you know, to be a main eventer at some point. I think her moveset is dope, but sometimes, you know,
that ain't enough.
no, it's not that ain't enough. Like hell yeah, that kick that she does, that forward kick that she does is awesome. Sometimes that mug don't connect, you know. So it's like sometimes it can be her moveset is so unique that I think sometimes it can be janky. You know, it could look a little, as my former bosses would say, wappy jawed, cattywampus. You know, like he's from Tennessee. I'm just using
I was
words.
like, wow. I ain't never heard these. These are some new words.
SpongeBob, Speckledorf. But like it's like, but yeah, I was like, but honestly, I want to see what I don't want to see Chelsea Green win this. Honestly, let's be honest here. I feel like Chelsea Green's gonna win mainly because of the. Let's be honest, she put in some great work this year.
All the time.
You know that power bomb she took with Michin. You know, if she was just an inch, if Michin had her inch forward, Chelsea Green would have broken her neck for sure. You know, Chelsea Green's getting put in trash bags and trash cans. She feeling like Eric Bischoff. You know, like put in great work. I don't want to see her win, if I'm gonna be dead honest with you, but I can see it happening. I can definitely see it happening. But honestly, I do want to see the stars like Lyra Valkyria come out here and do some damage with a belt like this. We're gonna see the NXT stars come out, and I'm avoiding the people like right now that that we're seeing now that I don't think we're going to be seeing hold the title, like a Michin, who I really am high. I'm high on, but I don't really see her doing anything crazy. Sonya Deville, I feel like this could be a storyline for her. You know, her not even being in the tournament to begin with, and going on Twitter talking about, you know, she had a lot she gotta get off her chest. You know,
Tweet about it.
You know, she was going to tweet about it. You know, she got a lot to say. You know, the Katana Chances, you know, Caden Carter's, you know, they're just in limbo.
The Electra Lopez's at some point. Because
Limbo Vices, Jada Parker's, people with a chance. You know, some people with a chance.
What? This is what you know what? You know what? See, you see what I'm saying?
So Ruka.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry. Can I ask a question? Like,
Oh man, you know
you can ask. You can tell me if I'm tweaking or not. I don't understand the point of having a mid-card women's belt for NXT when you already have two for the main card. When the NXT roster is going to go up to fight for either or. You know, I feel like you can either hold your own as a main card. Because technically, as NXT, you hold the belt. You're a main card. You're on the main card. You're the go-to person. This is the test run to see if you can, you know, hold a brand for when you go into the roster. But you know, like
I don't understand why it even exists.
Like it don't make sense.
I already hate women's wrestling enough. You mean to tell me I gotta sit through more championship matches?
Like
No.
think about it. Like, okay, Ronnie Jordan only held, you know, a mid-card title in NXT and then went up and tried her best. Would you take her seriously if she went up to Liv Morgan, tried to squabble up with her?
Well, I mean, now you made me really trying to zoom this out because I'm trying to think of any men that's gone through that didn't win maybe have only won the North American Championship. Hey, I'm trying.
Right.
Well, all right. It is kind of getting belt heavy out there. They are because now we got the two. We was advocating for the women on the main roster a mid card championship because it was just like it was either championship or nothing because there wasn't really that many. You didn't have a lot of CM Punk, Drew McIntyre feuds going on with the women's division where it's like cool, it's not a championship on the line, but yet these two hate each other. And I think that's what they should focus on more than trying to use the championship of a mid card championship to make it important. You can do that by storytelling. You can do that by these two people just don't like each other. Just keep it simple. And so I'm sorry. To address what you said with the North American Women's Championship, it does kind of feel I don't want to say unnecessary, but it's
right. No, it isn't. I think it's unnecessary
because it's like it's already a step you need to take. And to me, and I get that their women's division is pretty stacked enough for it, but at the same time, is it just? I'm sorry.
Oh no, right.
Oh
yeah. We're not necessarily saying that this whole thing is like a crapshoot. Like we're not saying it's just completely awful or it's a bad thing. Our number one goal in this is to say, like for example, the last not pay-per-view, the last premium live event of WWE, well, the last couple premium live events for WWE, they were only 5 matches, 6 matches. Now you're adding all these titles. At some point in time, you're not gonna have enough attention on one. I don't think you're not gonna pay too much attention on one belt. Unless you're gonna have these mid card titles, and these mid card titles themselves are defended on the main call on the like SmackDown, Raw, often, giving us some sort of juice, instead of having it on PLE or leaving it off of PLE, us not seeing Dakota Kai for a long time, things of that nature. Hell, we were talking about LA because LA Knight was just messing around with Carmelo Hayes and Andrade for a little bit, then randomly loses the belt to Shinsuke Nakamura. Like, like that bothers you, that pisses you off. That's random. We don't want to see a whole lot of that with this women's division. I don't want to see Sol Ruka have a huge celebration after she wins the title, a mid-card title, and then we're just like, where's Sol Ruka? And then she loses the title randomly on a Raw. And I know it sounds like I'm making some random stuff, but we've seen this before. We've seen the 24/7 belt all over the place. Of course, that was just, a little gag. That was like a gag title. But, we're seeing belts come in our face here and there, and they disappear on TV. AEW was that was our biggest criticism. That's all they had. So honestly, I just felt like that was one of the biggest problems there.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, my fault.
But no, is it pretty much wraps?
I want to say yes, due to uncertainty, but there ain't nothing like it's nothing like crazy where like life or death or anything. It's just missing items.
Nah, it's all cool. It's no problem at all. That's why we got the device here. Honestly, when we started this back up, it looked like it didn't freeze as often as it once did. So honestly, like it. Shout out to Justin. Justin says, remember, Liv has beaten 3 big names: Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, and Nia Jax. First off, we don't count Becky Lynch. That was nothing. Rhea Ripley, we don't count Rhea Ripley. She cheated. Nia Jax, everybody beats Nia Jax. All right, I think we covered that, right? Justin, I'm sorry, I'm just being a hater. You're 100% right. You guys are right. You guys are right on Liv Morgan. I just wanna hate on her. That's it. Why can't I just be a hater?
He don't want to see her growth. He don't want to appreciate the journey that she has taken. I mean, let's flash back to before she even won the Women's Money in the Bank. Me even saying her winning that was just blasphemy to him and other people. And now look at it. Now they got to eat what they said with no water, no biscuit, no nothing. What Booker T be saying? No water, no bread, just meat. I can't do the whole.
Well, if you can't do the whole thing right here, can you at least do us the honors and telling us if there's anything we would like to know before we close this show out? Of course, I can't.
I can just hear it in my head. It's like, I'm just playing. Oh, that is.
Yeah, because that's what it sounds. Yeah,
It sounds nothing like
yeah.
that's what the new one gonna be. It's gonna be that remix. You know, it's it'll turn remix. But ladies and gentlemen, I felt like what's his name? Ludwig Kaiser. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, people all around the world, wherever you at, the basements. I am going to say that although I had a lot of venom and hatred for AEW and my participation in their event, I had a very good time. I just, I just wish Tony Khan would, accommodate me as a viewer, as someone in the actual audience, someone who actually took the time out of their free time. Just I could have went home, kicked my feet up, and ate some Funyuns. But no, I decided to get in my car and take my friend along with me to come to your show, Tony. Yo, Dynamite, you tweeted that morning saying how good it was gonna be. You should have also subtweeted that and said, but if you in, a certain section, you might not be able to see what's going on backstage. So make sure you're next to someone who has a television viewing option on their phone. I wasn't alerted to that, but like it is what it is, Tony. But just know I'm on your head. I'm just telling you because it don't make sense. I was on you for your leadership. Now I'm on you for the way you just conduct me being there in the arena for your show. And I've gone to other shows and not had these complaints. It's been other shows where I was in the parking lot for an hour and a half, and I still look at that as a better experience than trying to see what's going on backstage at your show. That's all I got to say. Yeah. So, but the people that were in the crowd, you were hilarious. If you probably don't know who you are, you were funny. That's all I got to say. And shout out to the one buddy on the far right that was like, yeah, because you need to go to every event, every single one. I should see you at Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania, both nights, Backlash, Clash at the Basement, all them places. So I'm probably dragging this on too long. I'm just like an AEW feud. I go on way longer than it needs to, so I'm about to hand it back over to the number one hater in the nation, the man who drugged me by my feet to go see AEW Dynamite, Isaiah Jackson. He's about to acknowledge Liv Morgan at some point, Junior.
You know who I want to drag me by my feet?
Oh man,
Tatum Paxley, bro. Tatum Paxley. Yes.
I didn't know where he was going with this.
That's how we're gonna end this. That's how we're ending this. First off, huge shout out to Justice, Circle of Debate for joining us today. Definitely appreciate you guys. We might just have to make this a weekend thing. Work is beating the brakes off of us. We're trying our absolute hardest to try to work this out, and we don't want to be gone for too long. 2 weeks is far too long. I want to do something in January, but I got to talk this through. I don't want to fail at it at all, so I want to make sure it's 100% perfect. I gotta talk to my dad about the internet, stuff, things of that nature. So
he gonna get that fiber.
We're gonna get nasty. We gonna get nasty. Not me and Devin, but we gonna get nasty. This podcast is. Thank you guys so much for tuning in as I walk closer to you, and we'll see you guys next time.